Hello everyone, my name is Roya and I had a really terrible reading month in April. It's not just because I only read 3 books, it's because I was also pretty bored by most of what I read. So I'm just gonna get into it. So first, the most recent book that I read is The Greatest Night by Elizabeth Chadwick. This book actually started off really good. The first half of it was great, but then the second half of it, and I mean, it was also really well researched, and it definitely put Philippa Gregory and all the other historical fiction I've read to shame. I really thought this was, it started off so good, but then the whole second half of the book was kind of just a whole bunch of just misogynistic crap on the part of even the good guys in this story, and it just got so tiring to read about. And it was just a whole bunch of, like, it didn't have any plot by that point either. It was kind of just about, like, getting married, having kids, boring stuff. It was totally after the halfway point of the book, it totally lost the plot and lost like anything that had kept me reading thus far. Pure by Juliana Baggott. This is basically about a society in which there was a detonation that basically made everyone fuse to whatever objects, animals, and even other humans that were like near them, etc., etc. And then even when those people like had kids later, those kids also had, they were like fused to objects and all that stuff. Everyone was just born like that after that. And so it was definitely a really unique, weird concept, but overall this book was super unmemorable and like nothing was really that interesting about it. And so I was kind of just bored. So overall, nothing like bad about this book, but it was just not for me. And finally, the first book that I read this month, and definitely the best one, is Enter the Body by Joy McCullough. This is a book written in verse about the different women who get killed in Shakespeare plays, and kind of a discussion about how they pretty much become props at that point. Like, their bodies are in the play, like, to further like the men's plot. Kind of an interesting setting too, where it does have these 4 girls from different Shakespeare plays, so like Cordelia and Ophelia and Juliet and Lavinia, sitting in like backstage basically, or like underneath the trapdoor area, and it basically is like, we replay this story over and over again, so it's like every production of it is like them reliving that. So it was just a weird, it was kind of a weird concept that way, to introduce it like that, but it did have a lot of really good feminist points to it, and just a lot of like really good discussions. So overall, I really liked this book, and since it was written in verse, I seriously read it in like one day, and it was a work day, no less. But anyway, so I definitely really enjoyed it, and I would definitely recommend it. So anyway, those are the books that I read in all of April. I'm really sorry I didn't read more, and I don't really have more to say about these books, but anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you very soon with a new video. Bye!